Bitcoin has crashed to a new low, and this is a stark warning. So Bitcoin has crashed 12% in the last few days and is now at its lowest since December 2020. The price of Bitcoin has now gone under $24,000, and it was triple that less than a year ago. So Bitcoin and cryptos are hardcore on the downward trajectory. So this has just happened, and I wanted to share some things with you which I think would be very useful for you to know. Number one is that Bitcoin is not an income generating asset. And a lot of people are acting like it is. Bitcoin is a very good store of value so far, a pretty good energy transfer, quick energy transfer of value, but it is not an income generating asset. Now, people have been leveraging against cryptos, staking, and of course, that can come to bite you hard if Bitcoin keeps crashing like it does. So number one, Bitcoin is not it's not an income producing asset. However, number two is don't panic, because what's starting to happen with Bitcoin is that it's starting to track and link to the stock market. So I'm sure you know this, but generally the stock market goes up and down with sentiment and emotion as much as it does on reality. Like, it can go up more if the market thinks it's going to make profit than if it actually does make profit. And it can go down more if the market thinks it's going to go down. So what's happening now is, because so many people are trading Bitcoin, which I don't really think it's a trading asset. I think it's a buy with capital you can afford to lose and hold for long term. That's the kind of asset I think Bitcoin is. Let me know what you think. Now, some people are saying Bitcoin might go down under $10,000, under $15,000, but it'll recover. And it's going to be 100,000 and 500,000 and 1 million one day. There are other people like Warren Buffett who are saying that crypto will go to zero, Bitcoin will go to zero. Warren Buffett was even quoted saying, I wouldn't buy all the Bitcoin for $25. So there's a lot of extreme and polarized emotions around Bitcoin and what we think is going to happen. So let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin. Is it going to keep going up and up and up because it's finite and scarce, or is it going to go to zero? But I don't really think it's made to be traded, but it's being traded. So here's what Anthony Trenchev said, who's the co-founder and managing partner of crypto lender Nexo. He says that cryptos remain at the mercy of the Fed and stuck in a merry dance with the NASDAQ and other risk assets. I'll translate that. Of course, the banks, the governments, they're not adopting Bitcoin. So they can, to a certain degree, create fear and challenge, which can affect sentiment, which can affect the price of Bitcoin. And then also, as fear in the markets bring the stock market down, that pulls Bitcoin down. And then as optimism in the markets pulls the market up, that pulls Bitcoin up. And, I've been talking to some people who are well invested and know a lot about Bitcoin and cryptos. And they say it seems to track the stock market a lot more than it used to, which they're frustrated about because they think it's completely separate, but it's not separate. Because George Soros talked about reflexivity, not reflexology. Reflexivity is that often the price in the market, the highs and the lows, is reflexive based on the emotions in the market, not the actual happenings of the market. If Elon Musk tweets good news, markets boom. If Elon Musk tweets bad news, markets crash. If Elon Musk likes a crypto, it booms. If he doesn't like a crypto, it busts. So this is emotion and sentiment. And this is what's creating these ebbs and flows and highs and lows and this downward spiral of Bitcoin. So let me know what you think in the comments. But number one, Bitcoin is not an income producing asset. It is a capital asset and a store of value. Number two, emotions are affecting the price of Bitcoin. And the emotions and the movements of the stock market seem to be feeding back into Bitcoin. Of course, it's not exactly related. Number three, if you're going to go into Bitcoin, you should be going with money you can afford to lose with risk capital. And also for the long term. I don't think it's smart to trade. The next thing is, I think it's smart to pound cost average. So if you're going to go in stages. And if you're going to come out in stages. Because let's say you think, oh, the market's gone down. I'm a contrarian investor. I'm all in on Bitcoin. You go in now at $24,000 and it drops to $11,000. You just halved your money. Whereas if you put 20% now, 20% in a month, 20% in a month, dollar cost average, pound cost average on the way down and on the way up, that just hedges against big drops. Of course, it hedges against big rises too. So there are some things to think about, but Bitcoin is as low as it's been since December 2020. And it's all, what is it? I mean, its highs were what, 60, 70,000? I can't quite remember. But so that's like a third or just over a third of its value at peak, probably less than a year ago. So let me know what you think. Is Bitcoin for the long term? Is Bitcoin going to zero? Is this a temporary blip? Is it because there's a load of shit going on in the world? Will it recover? Do you believe in cryptos? By the way, the top 100 cryptos have gone down even more. The top 100 cryptos have dropped as much as 14%, whereas Bitcoin has gone down 12%. So let me know what you think in the comments. But it is big news. It was 3 trillion market cap in November. It's 1 trillion market cap now. Woo! But of course, you've got soaring inflation and cost of living, and you've got fuel and energy and gas and massive taxation and fear in the market and fear of the impending correction, recession or depression. And of course, that sentiment, that fear is going to go into other asset classes. Now, this could be an opportunity. I think you should not sell when everyone is selling. What is it? Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. Observe the masses and do the opposite. So there are some things to think about. Now, look, I believe that Bitcoins and cryptos should at this stage only be invested in with money you can afford to lose. Probably a fairly low percent of your net worth, maybe 5%. Unless you absolutely know more about cryptos than anyone else and you're a professional investor. So what you're going to do with the other 95% of your investments, you should be in something that's income producing. So real estate, having a membership site, starting a business. These are all income producing assets. Content creation, licensing, royalty income from digital assets. These are all income producing, which Bitcoin isn't. So if you'd like to create income producing assets, multiple streams of digital online income and not be affected by the booms and the busts and the big declines in the market, I invite you to join my members area, Rob.team. Now, Rob.team is a members platform, but it's really just an admin fee of just $5 a month, the cost of a large coffee. You can cancel at any time. You can get all the last 3 years worth of vaulted content completely as part of your membership. I was going to say free. It pretty much is free. Do you know what? You could even game me. Go and join now at rob.team. Just open a new page. Type in rob.team. Go and join. Open a new page. Type in rob.team. Go and join and see how long it takes you to gobble up the last 3 years of content. And then when you've gobbled it all up and you've caught up, you can cancel. Believe you me, it'll take you a while. But if you wanted to game my system, but look, it's just the cost of a large coffee. You can cancel anytime. It's quick and easy to join. Now, here's the thing that's really relevant to this video. I just published a week ago a brand new 9-module and 10-hour how to invest series. And crypto is in there, but so are stocks, ISAs, gold, precious metals, watches, classic cars, even art and wine, starting a business, digital assets. And I think it's absolutely vital that you know how to invest in these very Darwinian disruptive times. So if you open a new page right now and you type in rob.team, you can join. Cost of a large coffee, you can cancel anytime. It's super easy. Join the nearly 5,000 already members, the hundreds of new members a week. We've got a disruptive community. Now, let me ask you this. If you can say yes to any of these, go and open a new page and type in rob.team and go and join. Would you like to start a business? Maybe start a business in 24 hours with no overhead. Would you like to scale your business and create more income? Would you like to get better financial education and knowledge? Would you like to create digital income, online income, income from assets that cost you no money to set up, like membership sites and content? Would you like to monetize social media? Would you like to build a personal brand? Content into cash flow, information into income. These are the things that you learn in rob.team. So if you can say yes to any of them, just open a new page, type in rob.team. Observe the masses, do the opposite, make money in a recession, make money, be greedy when others are fearful, and many people are fearful right now. And take the opportunity that's here. And don't just survive, but thrive in this cost of living crisis. But you must invest in yourself. When you pay attention. But free advice is worth every penny. So go and join rob.team, open a new window, a new page, just a browser, type in rob.team. Grab the 9-module, 10-hour How to Invest series. Grab the 6-hour 21 Ways to Monetize Social Media course. Grab the 4-hour, 4-hour 6-stage 7-figure launch course. There's the content creation masterclass. There's the 7 different types of income streams masterclass coming soon. And it's all in rob.team. So just a quick summary. Bitcoin's crashed to a new low since December 2020. It's down 12% in the last few days. It's dipped under $24,000. The market cap from November, which was 3 trillion, is now 1 trillion. And an expert who owns a crypto lender, Nexo, has said, crypto remains at the mercy of the Fed and stuck in a merry dance with the Nasdaq and other risk assets, which basically means that the opposition from governments and the fear from the markets is pulling Bitcoin down. Will it go to zero like Warren Buffett said, or will it go to 1 million like many of the crypto junkies say? Let me know what you think in the comments right now. Let's chat it out. I love discussion, debate. Not needing everyone to agree with me. Teach me something, show me some research, give me your thoughts and opinions. And also do hit the share button, because people are blind when it comes to investing. They're blind when it comes to assets. Some people are too much in cash, and some people are actually too much in disruptive assets like cryptos. I think you've got to have a bit of a balance of centralized and decentralized, of risky and low risk, of capital and of asset and income. And if you'd like to learn how to balance your portfolio, invest with no money down, know what classes to invest in, then join rob.team and gain access to the 9-module, 10-hour How to Invest series, among other content for start and scale up entrepreneurs that you can get every single week. In fact, there's almost daily content. So just open a new page, type in rob.team. I'll see you inside. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this just a temporary blip in Bitcoin, or is it on the downward trajectory to zero? Will it bounce back? Will it, the great thing that it has in its favor is scarcity and the inability to quantitative ease it and debase it. The thing it has against it is the governments probably don't want a decentralized currency. So it's very interesting times when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptos. Let me know what you think's happening in the comments. Hit the share button. And remember, if you don't risk anything, you risk everything.